excuse to get the warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
This is a team that you can count on every year now. They're starting to put their name in the hat. They've always had so much prestige, tradition. End of the year, these games, they matter. Can they deliver another statement game again this year?
I think the Trojans coaching staff last year did such a good job getting their team's minds right. And the leaders in that locker room, they were really making sure that everyone's intensity was at a different level going into that game. No doubt they want to come out, blow out Notre Dame again, and keep the jeweled shillelagh in the trophy case.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Bringing the heat. He's got him. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The offense changing the play. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who...
Big tight end makes the ground, goes down, still on his feet. And this defense is very spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he can get. He'll be just a few inches shorter. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love
that touchdown just got this whole place going. You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the USC Trojans offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D lineman have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gain.
Back to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it. Hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 30. And he was off to the races and he gets it to the 45.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that way. He got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Luke Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted this, same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is a permanent television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And I'll be honest, I want to go for it, but you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive defense.
And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. He finds a soft spot in the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same to the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana from Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be changing the route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the middle. It's Riddick. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans have it with a first and 10.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 button. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. But they love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Third down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is just getting blown off the field right now. And I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much. Just brutal. They're trailing by 14 to East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Rushes on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Quickly out to the contact. There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They try to pop a run on the draw. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sets up the screen. Sweet punt there. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running a screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks here. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Riddick. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Riddick. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down. Nowhere to go long down. He goes at the 39. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rolls and fires complete. And he's almost to that 1st down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a two-score game at 16-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The volley cheers going on high. Here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And they fail to hook up on third down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on third. Got his man in the middle. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A stopping Cole maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't do the connection on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This Trojan offense is ready to get back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that...
Turning it off! They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. Sweet cut there. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll ride the hot hand. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4. And
look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Punch it out of the air. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Notre Dame right back to the line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, trying to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Lofts one high indeed. Got it in stride inside the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Trojans look to do some damage in the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the punishment has been extended. Traveler in the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans in this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here, Dave.
And it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jewel Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly complete. Down the with a bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points. And
going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that pass there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Georgia Tech is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Yellow Jackets fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Defense in press coverage. Gives it on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his target down the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly, trying to get the edge on the toss. Runs through a tackle. 45 on his way. Brought down at the 37, but not before he ripped off 15.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here
Breaks into the open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
this has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He's got it on the run. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turn. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. He wants to throw it. Trying to barrel in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Slams it ahead. And they catch it and for the score.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. The deficit is huge. This one is all over, but they'll keep trying to line up the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, there's no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down at 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it at the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The guys USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
To throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Trojans! And the beatdown has ensued. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39 and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing...
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's going for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Back to the end zone he goes. Touchdown!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He's looking to throw. They convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive down 2 possessions. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, and the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Gets it to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll off one deep down the left side. He makes a catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown Trojans! And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Irish needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Wants to keep it in the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Tommy Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a jeweled shillelagh at his side after knocking off the Fighting Irish. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.